YouTube, man, guys, what's good, guys? It's been a while, you know. Yeah, I mean, trophyless season for Arsenal. Let's face it, it was a disappointing season, And this video is just like a quick recap of the season, how it went, a brief summary, and transfer targets that I would like to come to Arsenal. You can tell me your transfer targets in the comments. I would appreciate that if you interact with this video if it comes across you. So yeah, let's get into it. I mean, like, there's nothing much to say about the season recap. It was a disappointing season. Both, there were a lot of things in our control and a lot of things out of our control. I mean, like, everything just combined, and yeah, at the end of the day, we finished second for a lot of points behind eventual champions Liverpool. I mean, congratulations to Liverpool. We're the best team, the most consistent team all season, and yeah, fairly deserved. I can't complain. We can't win the league with the performances, like the level of inconsistency Arsenal displayed. So yeah, the season started well. I think we won our first two games or first three games. Then I mean that red card against Brighton, bruh. Like, and it was a kind of pointless red card and like a very controversial one because you get like Declan Rice kicked the ball when he shouldn't have kicked it, whatever. I mean, like, a lot of people get away with stuff like that, especially when they're on the yellow. When players are on yellow, referees tend to be more cautious with giving out those kind of, giving cards for those kind of offenses. But yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of things in our control and out of our control. So yeah, that game was frustrating because I think before the red card, we were easily the better team. We were in control. Could have gone 2 or 3 goals up before the red card. Yeah, and we eventually drew the game 1-1. Then the another controversial game was the Man City game. I feel the Trossard red card was also controversial, not because it wasn't a foul, it was a foul, but I don't think that should have warranted a second yellow card. That is a very, like, that's not even a bookable offense. Let's be honest, that is just a routine foul. And yeah, second red card, and then we concede in the dying minutes, and then Man City players talk about how we are defending a lot, blah blah blah. I mean, like, we are 10 men against Man City. Obviously, we have to defend, you get, but it doesn't matter now. We still drew the game safe. So yeah, those two games I feel just slowed down our momentum because we were games we could have won. Even the Man City game, we were the better team up until the red card, and that was the game Rodri got injured. I feel like the Rodri injury just put us in control. Like, we were in so much control of the game. Eventually, we dropped points. But yeah, I mean, the main thing I want to talk about this season is the injuries. I don't know why a lot of players keep getting injured. Like, does it have to do with the routine, the training routine, or like, the fitness coaches? Is there something they are implementing, or is Arteta's system too rigorous for the players? Like, a lot of injuries. Odegaard was out 2 months, Kai Havertz 3 months, Saka 3 months, Martinelli I think a couple of months. And at different stages of the season. Gabriel was out for like up to 3 months, I think. Ben White, Calafiori, Tomiyasu was basically out for the whole season. So, I mean, like, with the amount of injuries we had, to be honest, I think, like, finishing second and reaching the Champions League final and going out to the eventual winners, PSG. I mean, like, I won't sit here and give an excuse like, okay, I'm justifying Arteta not winning a trophy because let's be honest, the main aim of football is to win. And yeah, and I want to point out a lot of people always talk about Arteta is trophyless and stuff. He's not trophyless. He won FA Cup in his first season at Arsenal, his first half season. And people, Thierry Henry, one time lately made a comment talking about how that wasn't his team. Okay, it wasn't his team, but he still managed the team to win it. Something Emery probably wouldn't have done if he was still the manager. So let's give kudos where kudos is due. But yeah, we are long overdue for another trophy. And that is what I want to point out. Like, I think he should take those Carabao Cup and FA Cup games more seriously next season. Not because we're not good enough to win the league. We're definitely good enough to win the league. But yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work out, there's something to hold on to, and that can be what actually keeps him the job if he doesn't win Premier League, because he needs to win the trophy ASAP. Spurs won the Europa League, man. I wonder how it must feel there as an Arsenal fan in North London. But yeah, that's my summary. I mean, like, it was a bad season, but the injuries were the highlight of the season. We had so many injuries, like, it was even hard to imagine why a team should be getting injured so much. You get, and yeah, like I said, went out to eventual champions PSG, despite everything. And let's not forget, Thomas Partey didn't play the first leg. Like, come on, there's nothing much Arteta could have done with what he already had. That is just, I'm just giving that benefit of the doubt. Like, the injuries were actually a lot. No manager, I don't think any manager can cope with the amount of injuries he had and still like come out having a mega successful season. I don't think so. You get, he did the best he could. So transfer targets, we're hearing Sesko, we're hearing Gyökeres. Let's clear the air, because I know this is the big one. Everybody is either you are Gyökeres or Sesko, and me, I want to pick my side now. I would prefer Gyökeres as our striker, not because I think Sesko isn't good. I rate Sesko highly, but I think Gyökeres, his numbers are just insane, and I feel like Sesko, his qualities, you can find those qualities playing Havertz or Merino as a centre forward. Like, I know he's 6'4", but yeah, Merino and Havertz are still good in the air. Yeah, so and yeah, they have link up. Everybody's talking about Sesko's link up play and all that. Merino and Havertz, they are literally midfielders, so they have good elite link up play. What we are lacking is the goals, the numbers. Someone that can score 20, 30, 35 league goals a season, score like 40 plus goals in all competitions. And I think right now Gyökeres is in a better position to do that than Sesko. Yeah, I know he plays in the Portuguese league and all that, but still, like, he's not the first striker to play in the Portuguese league. How come he's having these insane numbers? When last has a striker in the Portuguese league had these numbers? So let's look at it that way. And yeah, and aside striker, another main position I think we need to address is the winger. We need extra winger. Sterling was a liability last season. Throughout Saka's injury, throughout Martinelli's injuries, like, he wasn't someone who could call upon and say, okay, you can do this, you can get this job done. I know we still have Trossard, but yeah, Trossard is, I think, turning 31 next year or this year. I think he's turning 31 this year or next year. So doesn't have the legs anymore. I need someone that can take players one-on-one and beat them, just like what Saka does on the right wing. I don't see Martinelli as a one-on-one winger, someone that can beat players. I know he's fast, but his speed is more effective when he's running in behind the defense rather than taking players on. Personally, I would like Rodrigo, but Rodrigo seems impossible because he has already stated that he wants to stay at Madrid. So my second choice would be Nico Williams at Athletic Bilbao. I watched him at the Euro 2024 for Spain. I thought he was top notch. Like, he was a top notch footballer. Like, he actually had a very good tournament. Yeah, I know. Obviously, Lamine Yamal outshined him because of the fact that he was 16 at the time during the tournament, and like, he scored that banger against France. But yeah, Nico Williams held his own down, man. Scored in the final. Scored at a very breathtaking goal, I think, against Georgia in the round of 16. And I was really impressed by what I saw. So I would love Nico Williams at Arsenal. I'm hearing Mbeumo, but Mbeumo is left-footed and plays at the right. I don't think he will want to come and play second fiddle to Saka, because obviously he's not benching the star boy. Yeah, so guys, that is all for this video. Let me know the players you would like to come to the club in the comment section, and also let me know who you prefer between Gyökeres and Sesko as an Arsenal player. Talk later. Cheers.